Hey, Shalom Akim and Akwathium. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh the Father and His Son Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to all you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash Barakatam Akim wa Akwathium. All right. As always, coming out of the scriptures, the Holy Bible, the Lashon Kodash, all right, and prophesying the downfall of this current kingdom, which we know as America, which according to the Bible is spiritually known as Babylon, Great Babylon, Sodom, and Egypt. Okay, and to let the Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians know that you are the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. Okay, you're not no black Hebrew Israelite, nor are you a brown Hebrew Israelite. You're a Hebrew Israelite. All right. So, according to the Bible, the prophecies, the geographical location that is spoken of in Deuteronomy chapter 49 and the curses, and or Genesis chapter 49 with the geographical location and the blessings and the curses that are going to be placed upon Israel for the disobedience in Deuteronomy chapter 28, 15 through 68. Now, I want to go into the scriptures verifying that the so-called Old Testament, right? The Old Testament, as we know, the Tanakh, speaks of Yahweh Shai, the Messiah. All right, Hamashiach, the Messiah, the Anointed, which is the Father's Yahweh, the Son, His Son. Okay, and how the New Testament connects with the Old. Okay, and because you got people out there that don't believe in that. They don't believe the New Testament is canonical. They don't believe that the New Testament or Revelations is. Or you got people that believe the New Testament, but they don't believe that the Revelations is canonical. Okay, they don't believe it's authentic. All right, and that's fine because everybody has their own opinion and beliefs, and that's not our job. Our job is to convince and to defend, right? But to a certain degree. The scriptures say, leave what does it say? Leave Ephraim alone, for he's joined unto idols. So his own vain opinion has become his own idol, his own God, man. All right? He believes that what he thinks is right is the truth. This whole book is the truth. All right? That's why it was commanded to John, the revelator, to eat this whole roll, as it was told unto Ezekiel to eat this whole roll. That was going to be sweet in the mouth, but bitter in the belly. Okay? So, I'm going to go into that. I want to start off with Isaiah chapter 41 and 10. It says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Okay? So these are words of encouragement to us that are defending the gospel, that are living according to righteousness, according to the front to back of the scriptures. All right? Because when you begin to do that, you develop enemies. You develop haters. You begin to see the manifestation of people's true intents towards you. Your friends, there becomes a separation with family, friends, and things of that nature when you come into this truth. As Yahweh Shai spoke, that would happen. This is Isaiah chapter 59 and 15. "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment." Okay? So, these are the words of encouragement to brothers, sisters, even children to maintain yourself. All right? To not to give up. Because you're going to have mockers and scoffers and um, naysayers and things of that nature. But you have to gird up thy loins like a man and be strapped, with the whole armor of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai in order to block the wiles of the devil. Because that's all these people are. They don't realize it, but that's all they are. They're a bunch of demons. They're agents for Satan, man. Some they're possessed. They don't even know that they're possessed. They got demons on them, It says, going back to Isaiah 41:11, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. That's right. Pertaining to the nation of Israel and pertaining to Yahweh Shai. They're going to be ashamed. Those people that persecuted the nation of Israel and Yahweh Shai being the main head of the church, of the body, primarily of the elect. Because Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, they ain't coming back for the whole nation of Israel. They're coming back for the elect of Israel. Not all Israel is of Israel, man. Okay? And that right hand, who is the right hand? What's the right hand of the Most High? His son. That's his right hand man. If you know anything about working in certain labor occupations, the pusher or your boss has a right hand man, and then you got other hands, right? You got a gang truck, maybe 3 or 4 hands. You got the driver. Usually, most of the time, he's the pusher, the boss, and then you got his right hand man, and then you got the rest of the hands. Okay. So the right hand man represents that's his better half. He's just like him. In other words, he has the ability to move up once he steps down, or he not steps down, but he gets promoted. He's gonna get that next position. That's exactly what Yahweh Shai is, a right hand man. That's the right arm of Yahweh. Okay. It says, Isaiah 41:11, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. That's right. All those that rose up and talk down and talk this and talk that, they're going to be ashamed. All right. Let's get let's see. See where that scripture is. Bear with me. This is Titus chapter 1, verse 9. Hold fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he may be able to, by sound doctrine, both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. See, because you're going to have those gainsayers, those naysayers, the mockers and the scoffers. And it's our job to defend the gospel and to hold fast to the faithful word, which is able to save our souls, which is who? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is comes written in the volume of a book. That's what he meant when he said, anybody that eats my flesh and drinks my blood. It's parabolic, yo. It says, verse 10, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, especially those that know that they're Israelites. They come to the realization that they're Israel, and they start finding all these imperfections, or certain things don't sit well with them, so they start bucking up, they start talking down, stalking brothers, like a female tendencies, man. Female tendencies, and acting like a female, man. A continual drop of rain, is likened unto a boisterous or clamorous woman, man. It never shuts the hell up. It just keeps bothering you and bothering you and bothering you, Especially they of the circumcision. They're vain talkers and deceivers. You know? Either way, the Most High is going to make things happen however he decides he makes it happen. According to his plan. According to what the scriptures say. Okay? And we know that we're going to have enemies. We know that we're going to have those that talk. They're going to whisper and say this, say that. They did it to Yahweh Shai. They had Yahweh Shai crucified. They told him that he wasn't the son of the Most High. They denied Yahweh Shai not being the son of the Most High. They told him he had a devil. They were going to stone him because he equaled himself unto his father. You know? It says in Titus 1:11, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. See? Teaching things that they ought not, man. You know? The Bible is spiritual. It's a spiritual book. And if you don't have the ability to see, then you're gonna be all out in outer space and outer darkness, man. Speaking all kinds of madness. Saying that the New Testament, right, the New Covenant isn't valid. Okay? And that Yahweh Shai doesn't fit the prophecies in the Old Testament. Okay? But you're basically becoming an anti-Messiah, man. Meaning that you're against the Messiah. To be against the Son is against the Father. But it's just like talking to an atheist. You can't convince an atheist that there is a God. It's the same thing with these Old Testament guys. You know, just old wicked Pharisees. That's all they are. Pharisees and scribes, man, wicked ones. That's all they are. Denying Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let me get this one. This is John chapter 6, verse 39. Search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. All you got to do, if you have a spiritual eye, you'll realize that it's speaking about an individual person, not the whole nation of Israel, like pertaining to Isaiah 53. Okay? Even though we know that the Bible, he likens Israel unto what? A son or a wife, right? His beloved son. But it's deeper than that. Who was the firstborn of every creature? Who was the firstborn of every creature? Yahweh Shai. He was the firstborn of over all Israel. Okay? So Yahweh Shai, he is how can I say it? He's the rock of Israel, man. He's the foundation of it. He's the one that upholds Israel as a whole. On this side, and this time, the elect. Okay? So it's all a mystery, man. But people don't want to see it. Proverbs 30 asks you, what is his name and what is his son's name? What's his son's name if thou canst tell? Alright? You got people that don't even know the son's name. They're still calling Jesus or Christ, Christos. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But yet they use Hebrew. They'll name the father in the Paleo Hebrew, but they're calling the son's name Christ, Greek, Christos, and the Greek from the Greek, Latin. Right? It don't make no sense. Bugged out. You're unstable in all your ways, man. That's why the Lord said, "He that hear, let him hear; and he that forbear, let him forbear." That's the rest. The rest is up to the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, to a certain point, we convince the gainsayers. We rebuke, exhort, admonish. All right. If you keep on and on and on, then you're going to be condemned. You're going to be marked. You know. Where was I? Going back to John chapter 6, verse 40. And you will not come to me that you might have life. You see? So these Old Testament guys, they ain't gonna come to Yahweh Shai so that they might have life, because they don't want life, man. They want death. They want to live that old letter, you know. It says, I receive not honor from men. It's like us. We don't receive no honor from men. We don't care to have honor. But it comes with the territory from those that do see it and recognize it. Respect, reverence. Yahweh Shai, what did he say? He said, I came to serve, I came to minister. You know? He washed the apostles' feet, man. He laid down his life. Going back over there to the time of Abraham, when Yahweh told him, hey, you know, get your son up and get him ready, because you're gonna sacrifice him. You're gonna give him over to me. Abraham did as he said. You know, they girded wood and they went on their journey. And his son Isaac said, hey, but I don't see no sacrifice. And what did he say? In faith, the Lord will provide himself with the lamb. Okay? And boom, what happened? There was a ram stuck in the thicket, right in the bush. And Abraham sacrificed that. What do you think that represented, man? What do you think that all? What is all those foreshadows? Do you not know nothing about when you watch a movie? They give you like an indicator, and what they're called. It's gonna lead to something in the movie. You know what that's called? A foreshadowing, man. Does not the scriptures use the word foreshadow? That's what people use when they watch a movie and they see a point in a movie that is going to it's going to come back later or lead up into something later on in the movie. It's called a foreshadowing, man. It's giving you an indication of something's about to happen. Okay? But you are of your father the devil, man. A liar, a deceiver. That's why you can't confess or acknowledge the Son Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, a Mashiach. Because you're anti-Messiah. You're against, an opposition against everything that is called the Most High. Like Esau, man. Pharisees, you wicked Pharisees and the scribes. You false prophets. That's how y'all work. You false preachers. You false priests. Calling us false prophets. First of all, I never claimed to be no prophet, so you need to get your shit straight, man. I'm just a man coming out here doing what the Spirit tells me to do. Point blank, period. You can use those scriptures in Ezekiel, Jeremiah, all day, proving that I'm false and the brothers of GMS are false. Okay? We use them against you. But what's going to be shown is your fruits. Where is your fruit, man? You ain't got no fruit. You had a girl hit me up on my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? In the defense of you. Quan Ben is on point. You ain't on point, man. You're bugged out. You're bugged the hell out, man. You know what I'm saying? You're bugged out. How old did you say you were? You're 36? Act like you're 36, man. Act like you're 36 instead of acting like you're 16 years old, all emotional. Come on, man. Time to grow up. When you come into this thing, it's about growing up, man. If somebody doesn't want to hear you, you know what you do? You walk away. You choose your battle. And you preach. Simple, man. Going back to John chapter 6. Verse 42, but I know you that you have not the love of the Most High in you. You don't have the love of the Most High in you. A lot of these people don't. They can't know Him because it's a gift. It's a gift to even be able to acknowledge Yahweh, to even acknowledge His Son Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. That's a gift, man. Anybody has the ability to pick up this book and read it, but that doesn't mean that they're the chosen, or they're gonna accept it, or they're gonna live it. You know, the Bible is the most published book in the whole world that's ever existed in the world, man. The Bible, in every language, in every tongue. No? You don't have the love of the Father in you, man. It's more than just obeying the law. It's more than just knowing scriptures. There's a whole spectrum that you have to fulfill, man. This is 1 John chapter 2. Verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay? So you don't have the love of the Father in you, man. A lot of these people don't. They have the world in their heart, man. They're carnal. You know, they're not spiritual. They're not uplifted by way of the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shah to be able to see what we do, to be able to see the things that we know, to perceive, to understand. You know, look at this one here in Wisdom of Solomon, or 2nd Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 51. Then said I, O Lord, thou bearest rule. Show me this. Wherefore have I seen the man coming up from the midst of the sea? And he said unto me, like as thou canst neither seek out nor know the things that are in the deep of the sea, even so can no man upon the earth see my Son, or those that be with him, but in the daytime. A lot of people, they don't have that day star risen up within themselves. The Lord hasn't enlightened them with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, to know that the Son exists. The Son went through the motions of being murdered, crucified. When he came in the name of peace. He was murdered. His garments were divided amongst the people. Okay? He was scoffed and mocked at. The dogs, rend him. The dogs represent the heathens, which in the time of Yahweh Shai, right? When the Romans were over Israel, that's who the dogs were, the Romans. Read that again. 2nd Ezra 13 and 51. Then said I, O Lord, thou bearest rule. Show me this. Wherefore have I seen the man coming up from the midst of the sea? Now if you go, and again, a lot of people don't believe in the Apocrypha too. Which the word Apocrypha means hidden away. Which was in the Apocrypha when King James translated the word into Old English in 1611, which I have that book. It has the Apocrypha right in the middle, and then the New Testament. All right. Who's the wherefore have I seen the man coming up from the midst of the sea? Where's Yahweh Shai coming from? the heavens, man. Shemayim is also likened as waters, man. All right. It says, and he said unto me, like as thou canst neither seek out nor know the things that are in the deep of the sea, even so can no man upon the earth see my son or those that be with him, but in the daytime. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has to enlighten. He has to open up your eyes for you to be able to even accept it, to see it, to believe it, to receive it. And it's crazy because we us brothers we say it's easy, it's an easy thing, but then when you come across people that are so fixed in their belief and deny the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it's a very difficult thing, man. It takes power from up on high for Yahweh to open up your mind to receive it, man. To see with your eyes, perceive with your mind, not your physical, but your spiritual eyes and your spiritual mindset, man. It's your spirit. You know? Before, I don't want to me. I'm gonna go to the point here in a minute. John 5:43. I am come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him will you receive. That's how these people are. They receive everybody else under the sun but the truth. They'll receive, all these different forms of doctrines and, different people. But when it comes to this book, they reject it, man. Whether it be the whole book, the New Testament, Old Testament, Revelations, the names. This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 6. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to lead thee, and to bring thee into the place where I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice, provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. Who's that talking about, man? Who's that angel? That his name is in him. Let me read this one again. John chapter, I keep saying John chapter 6. I mean John chapter 5, verse 43. I am come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him will you receive. See? Alright. So what happens if you disregard the Son? You blaspheme the Holy Spirit. What happens? You're going to be punished, man. You're going to be dealt with. You're going to be put to death. Yahushua, is he not an angel? Is he not the Son of the Most High? What does the word angel even mean? Do you even know that? Do you know what the word angel means? It says, how can you believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from the Most High only? Because that's who we're worried about. That's who we're concerned of. Is how Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is looking down on us. Not you men. Not you naysayers, you gainsayers, you scoffers and mockers. We don't give a shit about you. We know your judgment. Bring it out. Those that want to pervert the gospel, we know your judgment. That want to add or take away from the Bible, we know your judgment. Okay? This is Sirach chapter 27 and 28. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. Okay? They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare, and anguish shall consume them before they die. Malice and wrath, even these are an abominations, and the sinful man have them both. That's the reward of the proud and the scoffers and mockers, and those that are reproachful, to the ones that are righteous, that are standing in defense of the gospel, the men of the Lord. All right. John chapter 5, verse 45. Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had you believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words? See? How are you going to believe the words if you don't even believe, you know what I'm saying, and what Moses was speaking on, man, and what a lot of those things represented. All right, read that again. For had you believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words? There you go. The whole Bible is all about Yahweh Shai, man. Yes, it speaks of Israel, but Yahweh Shai is the firstborn, man. Yahweh Shai is the firstborn of every living creature. Okay? And if you can't receive it, you can't receive it. That's Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. They don't want you to receive it, man. Let me finish this one up. And Titus chapter 1, verse 11. Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things that they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. This witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. And that's our job, is to rebuke individuals sharply so they can be sound in the faith. All right? Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. And that whole thing is a fable, man. You thinking that the Lord don't exist, or I don't know what the hell you on, man. New Testament ain't valid. You know?